Hello there, welcome back to our channel. And today I'm going to talk to you about uh, a book chapter that I have written. I actually have written and sent it to be published with the editor and the publisher. So I have received a review for that journal from that editor and that journal publisher, and I've been asked to make some revisions. So the topic of the today's discussion would be, I would give you about an overview about writing a book chapter, and the more focus would be about replying to the reviewers comments, addressing it step by step. So excuse me. So as you can see right here, I have written the book chapter with the title as shown on your screen, and this is the author information with the email. Then I have this abstract right here that that is followed by then a table of contents, and then if I scroll down, then I will bring it to you an introduction section, as you can see that. So in a very structured manner, I have written this chapter. Now you see the references are also cited in the text, and at the end of the chapter, you have to actually insert through these reference sections. You have to insert your bibliography so that references will be incorporated. Furthermore, then I have these topics, the branches of this book chapter, as you can see right here, and I'm scrolling down step by step, and you see all the topics and description about that. So this chapter is about 18 pages. I then introduce case studies and with the relevant references from the literature. And this is the book chapter about technology, sensors, and devices for healthcare application. And those are all miniaturized sensors and devices, and how those sensors are derived or developed by taking inspiration from nature or biological phenomena. So finally, there is a future perspective here, and then comes the conclusion. Right here is the conclusion. And then I show you here that there are a list of references finally I have put in. So let me take you to the references from the reviewer right here. So the first comment is about reviewer says to me, the reference styles must be corrected as follows. The citation in the text by the number should be in the bracket like this. And in the list of references, the citation to the journal should be as shown, like article title, journal name, abbreviation, volume, etc. and all that. So this is how I have been asked. Similarly, if I'm citing the books, then the manner should be like this. Similarly, if I'm citing the book chapter, then it should be like this. So I would now take the help of ChatGPT to actually arrange this kind of revision. So the comment first from the reviewer. So what I have done, I will just copy paste this right here and control C, and then I will go to the chat GPT on the screen, and I will say to chat GPT, hey, uh, I have received uh, received a revision from the reviewer about my book chapter to be published. I give you reviewer comments and help me, or just yeah help me arrange the references in the manner ask. Here is the reviewer comment. Reviewer comment. So, okay. And here are my references. And I will write the references that I have at the end of this chapter. So you see all these references I'm asking in the manner asked, and ChatGPT will do the things for me instead of making that. Click enter. So it is just following the revised based on the reviewer's comment. So it is arranging those reference list as it is asked, whether it's a book chapter, journal, or a book. So you see, this is how you can make that. And just cross check as a author. You have to don't rely on ChatGPT fully, but just cross check, and whether you can if you are satisfied, then you just have this information back to your revised manuscript. I am gonna copy paste these list of references, and I will just copy it, and then I would go to the revised manuscript right over here, where I see I have old list of references that was asked to be addressed. So I would just do one thing. I will just control V and copy paste them here. And I would just ask the chat GPT to continue producing such assistants. So let me just check what I'm doing here. If I keep text only, then if I use the destination style, or if I use the source formatting, I will just use the keep text. And this, the bottom one, I will just remove them from the revised manuscript, and that's all. Now I scroll up. I will just scroll up and see that these are the list of references, and I would just make them not bold. So they were bold, so I would here the text is no longer bold, and it is now as per what reviewer asked me. Let me show you what reviewer had given. This is the first comment that reviewer gave. He asked, he or she asked, the reference styles must be corrected as below. The citation in the text by number in the bracket should be like this. So I have this bracket arrangement, and the list of references should be like this. As said, he says that, or she says that the list of authors, first name, initial, and last name, separated by comma, then article title, journal name, abbreviation, volume, year, start page, example has been given like this. So let me check whether I have done this or not. It is like this. So initial name and the final name, and then the name of the paper, then the journal name, volume, and the date, and the DOI has been given. Let me take you to the second comment by the reviewer, how we can see that. So he says, or she says, the titles of the chapter sections must be numbered. So let me just title sections of the chapter sections, titles of these chapter sections. So manuscript is here. Let me take you to the top of this revised copy of the manuscript. I have just made one change, that is about references. Now he says, the reviewer says the sections of the titles. So here are the numbers only, but rest are not numbered. So let me just take you, and here I will do the numbering. Now why it is coming 2, let me see, because the table of content has been named as 1. So okay, rather I would see, I will say that I will click here, or maybe let me do this one, and maybe I right click here with the mouse, and I can choose continue numbering or restart at 1. So if I ask to restart at 1, it says that. So I have numbered it to be 1. Then it comes to be 2, this number. Before that, it wasn't the case. Let me show you that. Before numbering this introduction section, you see that was the introduction, and then the second topic, second section is not numbered. The third also right here is not numbered, and remaining fourth and all so on, they are all not numbered. So let me put Control Y. So redo the actions. So it is now my introduction section is number 1. Then this is the second section, that is bio-inspired mains names and overview of advantages and application areas. Then is third section is this one, that is biomimetic sensor design principle and applications. Let me take you to the next section, which is a fourth section here, that is techniques for design, fabrication, and system level implementation. Then I have fifth section, that is the case studies, in which I will put up some sections here. Just take this and see ABC maybe. Yeah, that's much better if I write ABC. So that's the way. So case studies. The first case study is labeled as A. Then I have the second case study that would be labeled as B. It comes like this, see, automatically. Then I have third case studies, which will be labeled as C if I use the same listing. And that's it. And then I have final section, that is future perspective. And this is the final, actually, the conclusion. So I have total 7 sections which have been now numbered, and whether that is reflected in a table of contents or not, we are going to see that. So second comment has been addressed by the author, which is myself, who is myself. And now let's move back to third comment. Third comment is, it is better to merge the advantage section with the introduction part. Okay, no problem. So where is the advantage section? We'll see that. So our introduction section is the number 1 section, and there is an advantage section, that is bio-inspired names and overview of advantages and application areas. So why not just do what reviewers suggest? If you want your research to be published, you have to comply with the reviewer's comment to the extent possible. If possible, definitely you should go for that. So what I'm going to do is, here is my advantage section. So why not just delete this section out here? So I'm going to just remove this section, and I will simply just keep it like this. I will now, this second section, which was of advantage, got merged with the section number 1. Okay. By doing that, I would like to highlight the, I would like to provide 2 files to the editor while returning my work. One is the Word file with track changes, where the reviewers and the editor can see where and what changes I have made. And second file is the corrected and final revised file without track changes. So with the author information about source, funding of source, acknowledgement, etc. So I have to enable that. So let me do that. You see that this is the section 2. I will click review and I will select this button, track changes. So whatever I do will get highlighted now. So I want to delete this section which got deleted, and then this is no longer a section there. So I have, if I want to use instead of all markup, I can select simple markup. So you see now this section has been deleted and this second paragraph is a part of now the introduction section. So we have addressed the third comment. We now move to the fourth comment, which is says application section should be moved to the end of chapter. It can be written with case studies section under one new heading. Okay, okay, sounds well. So it says the where is the application section? We'll check that out. Instead of scrolling through the entire manuscript, which is 18 pages in my case, I go back to table of contents. And now I would see these are the application areas, and this is the principal and applications actually. So reviewer asked me to move this section at the end of case studies. That could be section D. So sounds well. What I'll do here, I would go back to this section, that is section 3. Before that, I can also update the table. Click here, update the entire table. Okay. And now this second biomimetic sensor design, let me just go to that section. This is section 1, and this is applications, right? So maybe just I want to move this section down. So what I'm gonna do, let me see how long is this section. It has figure, that's it. So what I'll do, I will just click the home tab here, and then I will click the view tab. I will click the navigation pane, which tells me the navigation of my manuscript. Able to see this screen again. So let me take you now to the navigation. So I have this second section, which is which was asked to be moved to the case study section. So I will make this second section to the part of fourth section as a part D. So what I'll do here, I will just try to move it, whether it moves or not. Let me take you here, and that is correct. But now you see this section is labeled as 1. I want it to be D. So I will just do one thing. I will click select here. I will just select here, and this is heading 1 actually. So I will just click normal or no space, for example, normal. And now you see that I can just, here is my title. So I will just press enter. Then from here also I press enter, and I want this to be D. So I will select this, then go to numbering section. Now I can just choose this numbering alignment left, select that, and now it is number A. Continue numbering D. That's good. And it was in bold. So I will just choose bold text. And now we'll see the C was in bold and the D is now also bold. That's good. Makes sense, right? But how about we go to list of table of contents. Here you see A, B, and C. Let me check you. Now you have A, B, C. If I click the update table and ask to update entire table, will it cause the D there? No, it doesn't reflect that. Why? It is not reflecting it. That's surprising. You have to make sure that it works for your changes. Let me figure that out. Remember here C, if we go to C, actually, it is heading 2, not this numbering section. Let me laser spotlight. So you see, if the C is selected, it is actually the heading 2. You see, this area is highlighted. And we are, for D, we are selecting the number section. That's not correct. So we have to go back, scroll down, go to section D here. And this is not the numbering here. Go click normal. It is normal. And now select heading 2. That's correct. But where is the number again? So if we say, let's say, uh, here, and then for about B, what about B? B is also heading 2, right? So here also we have to do one thing. For example, you see for the A, this is the numbering. That's correct for the A, and the heading 2 is there. For B, we see again the numbering section is this one, and the heading is here. Correct. Now for the C, we see it is the numbering section. The same goes for D. So this is heading 2, and for the numbering section, we'll click here and then click here. That goes prompts to A, but we'll select and continue numbering, and it goes to D. Save. Now refer back to table of contents, come back here and just say that you want to update the table. We'll see now it goes entire table, click OK, and that's correct. The D has appeared here. So we have addressed the fourth comment of the reviewer as well, and case studies A, B, C, D. Application section has been at the end of the manuscript, at the end of case studies. That's good. Let's move to the next comment. As there are so many reports on the applications of biomemes names, preparation of table with the purpose of collecting categorization and providing application is recommended. So this is a little bit this is going to take a little bit longer time, so we'll do that. So he says that make a table with the purpose of collecting categorization and providing applications, right? So you have to address that. Then fabrication section must be rewritten. There are many subtitles that can be discussed in detail. And he says that the classification of fabrication methods such as serial, batch, continuous, or else, and then fluid propulsion methods such as mechanical pumps, acoustics, and all those things are there. Then substrate choices, simulation, categorization, detection techniques. All these things have been asked to discussed. And there is a serious problem with the images and the resolutions. We have to address that also. Then biocompatibility strategies and techniques for biomolecular immunization are two important topics that is not discussed well. So we need to address this also. Then referencing of the text to the previous reports in the whole chapter is weak. Okay, so we have to improve on this. So I think these are the total 9 comments for the book chapter I received. So I have addressed and shown you 4 of them. And now I will keep addressing one by one them. But the purpose here was to show you how your book chapter for a STEM field, science, technology, mathematics, and engineering can be written. And when you submit it, you receive a review report. It has not been accepted yet, but it is under further consideration after I address all the comments from the review and submit the review with proper address of all these comments in a convincing way and in a scientific way. And I will do that, but hope it serves, this tutorial or video serves as a good reference for you if you are researchers doing your PhD, or you are a postdoc, or you are
even master students doing some research, writing book chapters, journal, conferences. So this video hopefully serves you to understand the things we discussed. Okay, so see you next time again with some more content. Till then, stay tuned for more informative content. Like and subscribe to the video, share with others for a wider reach, and wish you happy learning and wish you happy researching actually for this particular video, I must say. So see you then.